Alan, kinatid lang may yaw siya, Sister Gemma. Gemma to atsu, kalan tage, kang kanachiga shita ilan ay, to ay ko kapapya, shuto. Okay, everybody, for tonight, we are going to welcome our sister Gemma. Sister Gemma is a Tao host it from Batangas, from San Jose, Batangas. She and her husband, they have a temple in Batangas. So everybody, when this pandemic is over and we can all freely travel, you are all welcome to visit their temple in Batangas. It is located in a very relaxing environment near a mountain, and the view is very nice. It is a very good place for us to cultivate the Tao, because you can find peace and tranquility in that place. Okay, without further ado, I would not waste my time, and let us welcome our lecturer for tonight, Sister Gemma. Sister Gemma Kanglo. Welcome our lecturer for tonight, Sister Gemma. Okay. Sister Gemma, it's your, pwede na kayo magsimula.
Okay, thank you, Brother Stephen. Good evening, everyone. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
晚上好，对，道歉晚上好。
And let us give thanks and praise to our Almighty Father for giving me an opportunity to be with you again to discuss and share with you importance of cultivation in our life. Thank you also to all the Buddhas, saints, sages, senior masters, and to all the masters, especially the masters who are attending here, and to all of you, my dear brothers and sisters in Tao. Good evening to all. May God continue to bless us all, always give His most unlimited protection, especially on this pandemic time.
各位道亲好安，感谢天恩师弟老祖师的奉赐师尊师表，感谢天恩师弟老祖师的奉赐师尊师表的慈悲，各位点传师的慈悲，叫各位道亲，叫咱的冤亲债主，今日暗暝。佫有法通，互咱一个机会来做者来探讨即个道。今日暗暝咱的题目是，为什么道对咱人生是真重要的？
As we all know, the whole world is facing a war now, and these unseen terrorists are capable of attacking people, even the most powerful person in the world. Like President Trump and his wife, they were infected by this terrorist called coronavirus.
像即久，咱全球着迄个疫情的影响。 迄个疫情是交世界大战差不多相像，你看，所以讲全世界最强人之一就是美国的总统川普。你看美国的川普，伊嘛是无法通抵抗着即个疫情的攻击。你看伊到即久，伊嘛是掉入去，伊嘛是得着以后去注意。
You see, even they have the high-powered weapons, and with his top-notch security ring or his secret service agent, they have nothing to do with these terrorists.
咱就大家知影，你看美国伊有反强的军队，你看伊有反做保镖，不过反做军队加反做保镖，伊法通保护伊的家己的性命嘛是无法。
Have you ever wondered what's the real cause of this disease?
咱大家知影是为什么咱即久全球会得到即个瘟疫？
It is the world's greatest karma, the cause and effect.
即个是咱即久全球一个因果。
And the cause is coming from eating dead animals, which
即个原因是，即个因就是，即久全世界的人，差不多真侪人都是真爱食动物的肉。
people acquire diseases from animals because they are being fed with feed pellets, which are made from diseased animals like cows, pigs, horse, and other animals which are being dead. And then after it was being legalized by the U.S. government and WHO, they made it to increase the meat production.
因为即久全世界的人真爱食肉，所以即久迄个世界卫生局交美国已经通过一个提案，意思是讲，伊有法当因会做用遐一寡动物死的动物，该做一个药丸，互食迄个即久的动物各项互食，所以伊若是安尼食落去以后。 遐一寡传染的一寡菌会阁传入，迄个死的动物的菌会阁传入即久迄个新食的迄动物的身躯顶。
And the result or effect are many infectious diseases.
所以即久真侪动物计得到真大的感染。
Like example, like SARS, foot and mouth disease, the swine flu, the bird flu, the mad cow diseases, and now the COVID-19 or the coronavirus.
所以你看咱即久世界真侪国家，像即个引导，像伫咧大陆，伊用着伫咧2003年着 SARS， 啊，佫叫即久因阵的迄个讲说骹手迄个。 迄个一寡对会着迄个 foot and mouth 会毒，啊，佫像即久迄个 COVID-19，真侪计是动物传染过来。
Iris next. I cannot do it. Okay. And now, from this theory of the law of cause and effect, what should the Tao members do?
所以咱即久逐个人都知影因果，所以咱一个修道人，咱着照做，才有法通避免即种因果。
Today, we should stop eating meat, stop killing animals, stop eating the dead animals. If we do that, we can stop the cause, and stopping the cause will stop the effect of being infected.
所以咱因今日开始，咱若是往做到，比如说讲，咱食素食，毋通拍死一家动物，毋通食一家动物的肉。所以咱若是因迄个，咱若是无迄个因，咱无去种迄个因，咱就袂去得到迄种的果。
And then, therefore, next, Iris next. Okay, therefore, if there is no cause, there will be no effect. Next.
所以咱若是无种迄种因，就袂去得到迄种的果。
Next. Iris Nan. And if we are doing good cause, then we are having good effect, which results to good karma.
咱若是去种好的因，咱就会去得到真好的果报的果报。
Next. And by doing bad cause, definitely we would get bad effect, which results to bad karma.
咱若是去真歹的因落去，咱会得到真歹的果报。
Let me ask you a question.
即句要甲你问一个问题：
Why is it important to cultivate now?
为什么咱即句用即句开始，咱就开始来修道？
Later you would see why.
等者咱就知影为什么咯。
Every man has his own blueprints.
因为咱逐个人计是有一个叫做咱的命运。
And that blueprint is a design plan given to us by our dear God upon birth.
因为咱逐个的命运，从出生开始，已经印伫咧咱的手中手掌，手的中个，印伫咱的巴力咯。
And that blueprint contains our destiny,
咱
which is also written on our palm.
咱逐个人的命运，真早出生的时阵，已经印伫咧咱的手中咯。
Next, Iris. Our faith. Next. Our faith follows the blueprint of life, whereas our good karmas are constantly following us like a shadow at our back. Wherever we go, they go. Whenever we are weak, they strike against us.
咱一个人，大家皆是着遵照即个咱的命运去行。比如说讲，迄个好的命，还是歹的命，就是迄个好的甲歹的，伊是交咱的影子，交咱的影相像，规日伫咧缀咱伫咧行的。咱走倒落，迄个影就是缀咱伫咧倒落。袂，逐个人。 敢无一个人说讲，伊徛伫咧，像这你看这个囡仔，看这囡仔，伊行咧倒落，迄个影就是倒伊伫咧倒落。
So nobody can escape the karmas we have had.
所以无一个人往避免咱逐个人所着行的、着经过的命运。
Next, Iris. If we do good deeds, we will be harvesting it happily on the right time and right place. Just like the Buddha on the temple, on the altar. They have harvested their fruits. Look at the picture here. You could see that there is a reflection of the heart with a gold line outside, which looks like a heart. Have you seen it?
咱逐个你看咱逐个看这张图，你看伊有一个心，为什么伊这个心？伊外面你去注意看，外面这个有讲说一个金色的心的环，真光，这是因为代表说讲咱这个佛。 弥勒佛伊已经修啊真好咯，伊是要叫咱说通过伊的修行，比如说讲，用显出咱的爱心出来。
And then the other side here, this is the heart of Jesus. Next slide, please. There. Do you see that this picture has a very bright light? Also this one, it looks like there's an angel, there's a picture of an angel here.
咱若是注意看，这个是耶稣佛，你看耶稣佛伊遮有是一个爱心伫咧食的，你看两个计是一个真光的一个爱心，两个真大的爱心伫咧食的。因若是交迄个天使的迄个翅膀，较要相像。
And I guess the meaning of this and the meaning of this heart, Iris, next please. There. The meaning of this heart, the two hearts combined together, so that we could be like them. Let our heart be as pure as them. That's what they are trying to tell us.
所以咱注意看卖，因真正新佛真就是用一个图案，通过一个图案，甲咱说讲，咱修道就修啊，教因安尼真清真明，教显出咱的爱心出来。
It means that if we are cultivating very well, then at the end, our heart will be like this.
所以咱若是修道修啊到真圆满的时阵，咱的心交仙佛相常已经真光明，
It will be very pure
真清气，
and clean.
交
But what if we are not doing something good to other beings that we never know all this time?
不过如果咱若是对一家别种的动物，假说讲对因真无好，
What will be our future?
咱下斗会拄着什么物件？
Those thoughts are very scary, right?
咱家己想看卖，咱会家己会去惊着。
Those thoughts of realization should change our fate, our life, and our destiny.
咱若是对一家动物真残酷真恶真歹，下斗咱若是咱会用咱的命，甲伊搁较歹去，变搁再歹去。
Now, do you believe that you could change your blueprints or your destiny?
咱逐个人相信，咱有法通改变咱家己的命运无？
Absolutely, yes.
真正来说，咱逐个人计是有法通改变咱家己的各人各个的命运。
And that's the good thing about Tao cultivation.
咱若是诚心去修道来说，咱就有法通改变咱的命运。
You can change your blueprint, you can change your destiny.
咱有法
You may
通
have.，
咱有法通改变咱家己，一生的命运，有法通用歹的变做好的起来。
I do believe that we can alter our fate
看
and
咱
destiny.
看咱有法通家己有法通诚心无？
We can revise the plan designed on our blueprint of life.
咱有法通改变。
And how can we do it?
咱要怎有改变呢？
We can only do that if and only if we open our heart to and our door to cultivate our true self and our true nature.
咱若是有法通拍开咱家己的心怀，有法通接受一家好的善知识来说，咱就有法通改变咱家己的命运，就诚心去做。
We can also revise the plan if we enter into cultivation.
咱若是行入去修道的这条路落去，咱就有法通改变咱的命运。
And if we realize the importance of cultivation in our life,
咱若是真正了解说讲修道真重要，对咱一生有法通改变咱歹的命运，变做好的命运。
now let me tell you an example of blueprint revision.
我即句要甲恁说一个example，一个真实的故事。
We all know our compassionate Master Chai Chanpei, right? He is the father of Master Chai.
咱逐个捌即个蔡前辈，伊是蔡点传师的老爸。
At the age of 50 plus years old, at the age of 50 plus, he went to the hospital together with Master Chang, his friend and his introducer. They were both master and they were both friends. And he was with Master Chang to have his checkup because Master Chang is a diabetic. And then since he was already in the hospital, he also Master Tsai Chanpei also undergo the medical examination, and there he was diagnosed with colon cancer.
蔡前辈伊伫咧50几岁的时阵，有一日伊交伊的一个好朋友张传师，因两个是真好的朋友。一日伊即个张点传师，交伊迄时是蔡点传师，因两个真好。做者去医馆内去，伊是蔡前辈是交即个张点传师两个做者去医馆的，即个张点传师，因为伊是糖尿病，所以即个蔡前辈是带伊去呢，去甲伊陪伊去迄医馆的。到医馆的时阵，蔡前辈想说讲，无伊也去检查者，一检查的时阵，煞惊着，因为伊得着迄个colon cancer，迄个癌，伊得着癌。
And the doctor said that he needs to undergo an operation.
所以迄个医生解说讲，你得到大肠癌，你也是着去，你着手术，着伫咧最第一近的时间就去手术咯。
And since he was having a hard time in pooping, the doctor said that he needs an external rectum, which is being put a hole on his side, and then he will be carrying a bag wherever he go.
所以，即个医生说就该手术，毋过手术一个歹的是真歹的物件，就是讲伊要去医院的时阵，伊就带一个，敢说讲带一个袋啊，伫咧伊的即个边头，咱即个骹骨在遮，大骹在遮，所以伊说讲。所以真难说讲，意思说你要大便袂出，无法当用咱真顺利甲放出来，你就放喺一个目内才有通推出来呢。
And he was thinking that if he is a master, and how can he perform initiation if he has a bag on his side?
所以就想说讲，伊若是安尼来说，伊要怎去共点导，因为伊是一个点传师。拢无你伫咧共点倒的时阵，你搁抱一个目伫咧你的边头，真无人会去相信你安尼。
Feels awkward, so he told the doctor that he will go home first to fix things that needs to be fixed before he had to undergo an operation.
所以伊才共伊生说讲。无，伊就想倒去者，想去用家庭的物件，想整理好势，想安排者，才搁过来。
Since then, he never returned to the hospital for his operation.
所以不过，因迄时阵开始，伊就无过去医院咯，无去，变做说无去插伊咯安尼。
On 1980, he went to the Philippines because Master Chai was already here. And one time, he had an amoeba. So he went to see a doctor here in the Philippines.
蔡前辈1980年来菲律宾的时阵，伊就无去插伊个大肠癌咯。来菲律宾的时阵，有一日伊就咧去着阿米巴，伫咧脑屎安尼呢，所以去医院呢。
So he went to the hospital, and then since he was in the hospital, he asked the doctor to check also his colon.
所以伊伫咧医院的时阵，因就去 check up，check up 的时阵，煞叫医生煞来检查伊个colon 说好势无，说伊个大肠看好势无。
After a series of tests, he found out that his cancer was gone, and he passed away at the age of 84.
所以到迄时阵，伊去检查的时阵，真神奇的， 所以讲伊迄个golden cancer 已经无咯，已经无迄个 cancer 咯，已经人毋知是走倒去啊，无，已经好落安尼啦。啊，所以伊成道的时阵是84号，84号成道安尼。
So you see, my dear brothers and sisters, Master Chai Chen Fei's life was extended until 84 years old.
所以咱即久看到即个，
我袂记起报名咯，个你。
所以咱看卖，
几过人，
真侪代志真神奇啊！
过人就起嘛伊。
伊本来伊只往活到50几岁，毋过你看伊活84岁。
Instead of being depressed because he was sick, what he did was he offered his life to God just for Tao propagation. So God saw his pure heart to serve Tao and his people. So he was awarded for life extension.
所以咱人若是拄到困难的时阵，毋通退步，就是着坚持落去。反正你摕出咱家己的诚心出来，对道会拍拼。你看已经迄个上天互加20-30年，加互伊20几年的生命，20-30年的生命。
So from that story, you can see why and how important cultivation is.
所以你看，咱用这个故事之中，咱就通看到说讲，修道对人一生影响太大，太过伊的好处是真侪，毋是干那这项代志而已安尼。
That is one proof and example that we can improve ourselves, we can revise and redesign our own blueprint.
所以咱用这个故事之中，咱就当学到说讲，咱若是真正要去修道，上天会去甲咱加咱的生命，啊，搁咱反正咱的诚心，啊，交要成全人，上天会互咱的机会。
This is how blueprint works.
所以咱注意看，咱用这个故事，咱就知影说讲修道的重要。
We can change the written destiny with the will of God and grace of God.
所以咱伫咧即个中间，咱就知影说讲，上帝规日时时刻刻伫咧咱的边头，伫咧照顾人。
Let me share to you my personal experience on how my own blueprint had changed.
另外落去一个故事，就是说，阮鲁玛伊家己亲身经历的代志。
I received Tao on June 19, 1994.
Next.
I received Tao, no, not yet.
黄鲁玛，伊是1994年6月19号求道的。
And 9 years after listening and studying, it was May 23, 2003 when I finally opened my heart and my door to cultivation. Iris, next minute.
經過9年以後，伊才經過9年以後，伊才想說講要來開始行入道的這條路。
Yeah, okay. Yes. And then how does it come?
這個經歷是怎樣？
On May 22, 2003, Master Chai went to Batangas City Temple to give us a lecture about why people in China and in Hong Kong were suffering from SARS.
因為迄時陣是5月22號，May 22。
Oh, May 22, 2003.
5月22號，迄個2003年，迄時陣蔡天轉禪師去慈悲去麥當加登報去不斷的去講道，伊伫講說講，迄時陣2003年，迄時陣毋就真濟佇咧大陸有流行迄個 SARS。
And she said from the lecture that according to Qigong Buddha, from the lecture that she had attended in the Holy Seminar, SARS came from eating the monkey's fresh brain.
蔡典传师伊讲说讲，伊伫咧台湾的时阵，又听到迄个Holy Seminar 伫咧讲即个，说讲迄时阵 SARS 的时阵是，因为真侪大陆的人真爱食迄个狗会枵。
And it was so pitiful and horrible.
因你注意看，只狗毋就变做真可怜，啊，佫真可怕。
People in China were suffering from SARS because the spirit of the monkey were very angry.
因为迄时阵，大陆去拄着即个 SARS， 因为只一间动物的冤魂，无甘愿，所以伊会来报仇诶。
So she told us to help the people in China by being a vegetarian for at least a week.
所以迄时阵，蔡典传师伊说讲，咱有法当人，咱有法咱遮道亲帮助大陆过即个 SARS 即个难关袂，所以叫咱说讲有法，若是有法的时阵，只得少收食一星期的菜。
And I was so touched by Master Chai's lecture because she was almost crying then, which made me cry too.
迄时阵，蔡典传师咧讲即个代志的时阵，伊就差不多伫咧哭咯，已经开始咧哭咯。啊，鲁嘛伊看到蔡典传师伫哭，啊，伊也感觉真感动，啊，伊也要哭咯。
When we got home that night, my husband and I were talking about the lecture.
迄暗倒去厝内时阵，鲁嘛交伊的看守的，就是阮两个伫咧讲即个关于即个迄时阵迄个伫咧讲道的一个内容。
And I told him that I was touched by the lecture and I wanted to offer a sacrifice for the SARS victim.
所以鲁嘛伊说讲，伊对即个蔡典传师的即个讲道的即个内容真感动，伊想说讲无想试看觅，想试一星期，毋通无要食肉，无要食鱼，无要食肉，看想一星期看觅。
I asked him if he wanted to join me and he said yes. And our goal is 1 week only, and we did it.
所以伊共因看守的，就是阮两个想食一星期的菜。
I was so happy that we survived, so I told him to continue it for another week.
所以一星期以后，鲁嘛伊佫伫咧问说讲，会做佫坚持落去袂？看觅看我通佫继续食菜落去啊。
And we continued it for a week and another week until it takes months.
所以到一个月以后，阮就感觉说讲食菜对身躯也是真好。
And to my surprise, my body pains were gradually becoming painless till no more pain.
所以伊到身躯的真侪的痛，伊真侪讲说倒咧痛，听说肩头在痛咯，啥物一家痛，差不多慢慢消失了。
But to my surprise, 6 months later of being a vegetarian diet, I discovered that I had 2 ovarian cysts on my left and right ovary. It's an egg-sized light.
到经过六个月，伊食菜6个月以后，伊有一日伊去医院去检查，伊才感觉说讲伊的卵巢已经有生2粒瘤咯，会来说讲一边的卵巢的瘤已经有咱这个鸡卵的大咯，会大细，两粒鸡卵的大细，伫咧伊的卵巢的，伫咧边头的。
And the doctor told me it needs to be extracted as soon as possible because it might explode if it grows bigger and it is fatal.
所以医生解释，伊说讲你即个着较紧手术，你若无手术的时阵，等着伊若是骗的时阵，咱的生命会危险。
And my husband asked the doctor if I can still have a baby.
那伊会牵手的，伫咧问迄个医生说讲，伊还阁有机会通有生一个囡仔无？
And the doctor said, right now, I don't have any eggs, so how can I be pregnant?
所以迄个医生伊就解释讲，你无可能阁会往阁会囡仔咯，因为你的卵巢已经有生大粒的瘤咯。
And he said with a joke that we will just buy in the market.
所以因牵手的说，伫咧交医生开玩笑说讲，啊若无过卵啊，无来去，若无卵无来去菜市的买几落线，会卵来，啊，就真侪卵咯。
And the doctor said that the chance of having a baby was very small. If my cysts were being extracted, my ovary might have reproduced eggs again.
所以迄个医生说讲，伊的机会差不多几乎等于零咯，无法通阁有 baby 咯。
It was after 2 years when I have the courage to undergo an operation.
所以经过2年以后，伊个卵巢瘤也无已经控制，已经伫食菜，所以控制了。啊，所以伊就想说，无来去手术者咯。
I entrusted my life to God for whatever happens to me. No more fear because I took my strength and courage through my strong faith.
所以因为伊对咱上帝的信心，伊说讲无要紧咯，反正就是听天由命咯，看有法通，反正手术就去手术咯，安尼咯。
On the day of the operation, when I was lying on my bed since admission, I started praying the Milik Sutra or the Milik Juku Senchin. And it's a good thing that I memorized that sutra.
所以伫咧迄时阵2005 2003 2003 plus 多。
2006.
伫咧2005年的时阵，伊就想说要去手术咯。啊，伫咧倒咧即个手术的床的中的时阵，伊伫咧背念迄个弥勒救苦真经，就是咱头一伫咧唱的迄个歌，伊伫咧迄时阵已经遗忘家己背念迄首迄个救苦真经咯。
From my room, before I was being brought to the operating room, I was injected by morphine, which doesn't make me sleep.
所以伊迄时阵已经伫咧倒伫咧手术床内咯，已经开始甲伊注射，因为一瞬间啦，
Morphine.
已经甲伊注射迄个麻痹的药落去咯。
I was very high then, and I was so groggy, but I still can recite the sutra.
所以伫迄时阵已经真昏迷咯。毋过伫咧昏迷中间，伊还阁是继续伫咧念迄个弥勒救苦真经。
And the miracle happened. I was pulled out in the operating room, and I was miraculously saved from the blades of death.
所以不过奇迹发生咯，因为不是那边发生个，不一定是那边。
Hindi na po, sinabi.
那有无？伫咧手术的中间无张弛，伊咳嗽咯，伊伫咧扫，扫的时阵，迄个医生说讲袂做手术的咯，就甲伊叫伊袂做，毋免去手术咯，叫伊倒来，叫伊说讲搁甲伊无去手术，毋免去继续去进行手术。
I was saved by my calf. And I was so lucky and blessed because I knew that God has a better plan for me, and I stick to that belief.
所以伊相信说讲上天要搁互伊一个更较好的机会， 所以伊就说讲啊，毋免手术就太手术咯，搁较好先搁去互迄个手术刀去挂一空安尼啦。
So I told myself that I would accept whatever is the will of God.
所以伊接受上帝该安排的一切。
So I just continue my diet and continue my cultivation sincerely.
所以伊迄时阵咪继续，就是继续来听道理，啊，继续食菜。阮两个继续伫咧食菜。
I never even went to any doctor since then. No medication taken. I just changed my lifestyle.
所以因迄时阵开始，伊无搁去食半时的肉、交鱼、交一寡凊彩动物都无食咯，连葱和蒜也无得食咯。啊，就是看走就走，无去插伊咯，安尼。
And it works.
所以所以所以变做真好的发生的物件，变做发生着真好的物件出来。
Because 6 years after being a full vegetarian, another miracle happened to us.
所以到食 7 years 2010
2009.
所以2009的时阵，佫一种奇迹发生咯。
So I became pregnant to a healthy baby boy. It is exactly 7 years of being a vegetarian when I gave birth to Niels, my healthy baby boy.
所以伫咧2010年，阮有新的 baby 出现咯，一个男的，生一个男的囝。
It means that I am blessed with life extension too, right?
所以意思说讲，咱的生命已经继续落去咯。
So opening my door to cultivation helps me a lot to revise my own blueprint and my broken and intermittent lifeline here.
所以因为咱伫咧修道这条路伫咧行，所以咱若是注意看，因为伊的手掌，咱若是会晓看手掌的人，咱只要有若是大部的是即个左手的，若是女的是右手的，你注意看伊的右手，伊即个生命线已经断去咯，伊这女嘛的即个生命线伫咧遮断去，你要看。
Here it is broken here. It is also broken here, and there is a parallel line. This broken line and the other line on the bottom, they are on parallel line. It is called asymptote. When you say asymptote, it's a parallel line that doesn't meet. Even if it is so close, it doesn't meet. But now it is fully connected, and it is in one line. Can you see that? It's already in one line, and it's full and dark. There's a dark line. Before it is very fine and very light.
所以咱若是一家道亲，若是会晓看掌纹的人哦，你会注意看伊的掌纹已经断去咯。毋过伊到伊即久你搁看伊的掌纹的时阵，全部迄个掌纹已经搁在连做一下咯。已经因为到迄个伊的掌纹是两个平行的、两个平行的线，毋过即久已经连接起来咯。
So that is another proof that our blueprint, which is being printed on our palm, can change, can be changed, can be revised. You can redesign whatever it is written here if you enter in the cultivation.
所以咱注意看，咱若是一个人有真正去修道这条路去行， 你看咱的手掌的迄个掌纹也是会改变。
And that's how I have changed my destiny. Nothing is impossible to God.
所以咱注意看，逐个人计是有，你若愿家己把握家己的将来，咱逐个人计愿改变咱家己的命运。
So tonight on this pandemic time, maybe we could also try, if we are not a vegetarian now, maybe we could try to be a vegetarian also, for the sake of, or for the benefits of the whole world, of the people in the whole world, so that we can be free from this COVID-19.
所以咱即句是疫情真严重的时做，咱若是有法通逐个人，诚心说讲，说讲，一星期休息一星期，毋免食肉，看卖，看有法通坚持落去无？啊，若有坚持落去是搁较好，啊，若无法坚持会当说讲3顿，比如说讲咱3顿食，咱当做说食2顿，啊会当搁看食1顿，啊会当改变啊，说讲结无食肉安尼啦。
Let us offer it sincerely to God.
咱若是有法通说讲，帮助上天，
Iris next.
因为无咱即个冤魂，即句真侪伫咧讨，伫咧甲咱讨安尼啦，伫咧讲人类伫咧讨。
Iris next. Okay. From the different stories being shared with you tonight, we could see the importance of Tao cultivation in our life. And as a cultivator, we receive the great Tao, right? Like me, I received the great Tao. So I constantly listen to the lectures maybe 2 years after I have received the Tao. I constantly listen to the lectures because I requested Master Chai and Master Cho to have a translator in the temple so that I can understand the lecture very well. And then after listening, when we listen, we learn. We study the principles, right? We are studying the principles of Tao when we attend the lectures. And while we are learning, we can learn to accept and do some actions. If we do some actions, I cannot see Iris. If we do some actions, and if we understand the theory of and principles of Tao,
inner wisdom.
We are entering the cultivation. In cultivation, wait, sorry. Okay, thank you. When we cultivate, we are cultivating our inner self and our outer self. When we cultivate the inner self, we are cultivating our wisdom, and we need to detach everything that we have inside our heart, especially our ignorance. We have to detach from our desires, our greed, our hatred, and our ignorances. Also in the outer self, we cultivate our outer self through affinity with other people. Why affinity? Because when we spread the truth, we are dealing with affinity. When we invite people to attend Tao, to attend lectures, to receive Tao, we are dealing with affinity. And that affinity, we also need to detach our greed, hatred, and ignorance, because our greed, hatred, and ignorance are the roots of all evil and the roots of all sufferings. It is also in the outer self. It is seen in the outer self. Okay. And then when we cultivate, upon cultivation, we perform our duties and responsibilities. We have duties and responsibilities as a Tao cultivator. We need to spread the truth. We need to spread, we need to spread the Tao. We need to spread the good news, as Jesus said, so that we can save other people. And during the time of cultivation, it's not that easy, right? Every cultivator would have encountered many trials, tribulations, and examination. God will give us an examination, and we must overcome those trials and tests. How could we overcome those trials and tests? By trusting our faith in God, by having a good faith in God, and by having a, what do you call that? Mahigpit. I don't know how to, stronghold in our faith. We must kapit lang mahigpit. Okay? A stronghold in our faith. And then after that, after we overcome the trials, and upon cultivating our inner self and as well as our outer self, there would come a time that we would reach the enlightenment. After we pass all the trials, all the tests, we would have enlightenment and awakening of the spirit. Because after those trials were just our bad karmas. We have those trials because of our bad karmas on the past. So if we finish paying our debts, our bad debts, and we receive the enlightenment right away, after we receive the enlightenment from God and we awaken our spirit, we can achieve our Buddhahood or sainthood. And that's what we wanted to do. And that's what we wanted to be. Okay, thank you.
咱若是修，咱逐个人皆是修用求道开始的个。咱求道，咱求道以后，咱逐个求道的人，逐个毋知影，开始伫咧修的时阵，逐个皆毋知影个。啊，咱若毋知的时阵，就是慢慢啊去听咯，就是去道中，去不断的去慢慢去听，去了解去听。啊，咱若是听了解以后，咱就学，咱就开始慢慢啊学。学一间，学一间，咱啥物对的，啥物毋对的，咱逐个人知影，就最最简单的物件，所以咱知影是啥物是毋对的。反正是违背良心去做的物件，就是毋对的。迄是最最简单的起败方法，吼。意思说，因为咱有诶做代志，咱毋知影说咱做对啊毋对。也因为真侪物件是咱人所理解的是对的，毋过正经是毋对的。啊，咱要早知影说对啊毋对，就是用咱的良心去平衡，去做，去讲去量啊，去量看对啊毋对吼。啊，若量伊，啊，咱若知影以后，咱就是着接受咱对的物件。啊，毋对，咱就是毋通去做咯。啊，接受以后，咱就去做，毋是说讲，毋是说只踮咧遐听，啊无半时行动，迄也是袂做。咱若是听以后，咱了解以后，咱就去行。所以咱就说讲，咱逐个人个着修求道。啊，修道的意思就是去行，去行，对的物件咱就去做，啊，咱若要修道，就分两个方，就有两项物件伫咧修，毋是干那修内面，还是着修外面的。咱外面就是修说讲咱的贪嗔痴，咱贪嗔痴，因为咱逐个人看到什么物件去真爱，迄就是说讲，迄个贪咱无摕走。贪嗔 真就是说讲真爱受气，啊，若是痴就是说对知识诶家己诶所理解诶，计是用家己诶观点去所理解诶物件，当做是对诶。咱袂做用咱家己所理解诶物件、所知影诶物件，说讲遐是对诶，毋是说讲咱人要知影对毋对，是最简单诶，就是用上帝互咱诶良心去量看对毋对，啊，咱若是咱内面，咱要修咱家己内面诶时阵，咱若是着修，就是修说讲，互咱诶心变做更较好，啊叫就是教修咱诶智慧。咱诶人若是智慧一提出来以后，咱对项代志就看会破咯。啊，看破以后，咱诶贪念就较无咯。贪诶意思就是说讲，毋是咱来，咱若要知，迄个就是毋对诶咯，迄个就是叫做贪，啊，反正就是说对诶，咱去做。啊，搁落来就是说讲，咱应该去做。咱意思说，咱着家己修家己诶外面交内面。啊，咱伫咧修诶同时，咱若是着去做一件代志，着做啥物代志啊？就是说讲，用道该断落去，用咱迄个上天互咱诶一件交代咱诶一件物件去甲做出来。啊，搁最艰苦诶，就是说讲，这第三项，这是第三项，就是说讲，咱若是着经过真侪诶考验，真侪考验，才是说真有诶一物件是，互你感觉说真艰苦去通过。毋过咱若是着坚持落来，因为咱若是无坚持落来，下昼还阁是着过来修，所以咱一定着坚持落来，因为咱累世做真侪毋对诶代志，所以咱就是通过经验，通过考验，通过咱诶修行，才有法通有用咱永世累世所做诶毋对诶物件，慢慢减落来。无咱若是咱若无去修道，下世还阁是照永世诶物件、歹诶物件，到即世伫咧食，到下世还阁照样着去继续做毋对落去。啊，咱若是逐项代志，咱若是即个已经直直落来，到尾时阵，咱若是一日，你若是通过遮全部诶考验以后，专心伫咧真心伫咧修道以后，咱逐个人计有法通领悟。Enlightenment 就是领悟咯，意思说讲有法悟。咱一个人若是有法通悟，就是离即个不足，交离即个圣贤，无真远咯。
Okay. These underlying principles of the importance of self-cultivation really works on all the Buddhas. That's why they are teaching it to us to learn from them.
所以这也先佛，所以先佛伊就为什么咱佛堂有诶说讲，为什么咱伫咧拜，有诶说讲为什么咱伫咧拜形象？正经咱毋是咧拜形象，迄个形象是说要叫咱说走对因走去修行，迄个佛祖诶，佛祖诶上帝遐诶，就是说叫咱说讲咱要走，看因兜是因是怎修诶，咱对伊走，学伊怎修。
So tonight, let me take this opportunity. Let me take this opportunity first. I would like to offer my sincerest gratitude, especially to our dear God, to all the Buddhas and saints, and to our Master Chai Chanpei and our Master Chai and Master Cho, who happen to be our Ninong and Nina. For without them, my blueprint wouldn't have changed. Maybe my blueprint had stopped or end with a dot or a period. Maybe I won't be here anymore.
所以真感谢今日暗暝和 互我互伊的互黄露嘛，即个时间通交恁分享。因为若是无即个菜店传师交即个交酒店传师一路伫咧扶持阮今日可能伊今日可能也无法通坐咧遮，交恁分享伊修道的即个过程。
I hope and pray that we all be blessed with enlightenment and that we may see our true self within us. May God continue to give us His divine guidance. May God and Buddhas, saints, and all of you, masters, please forgive me tonight if I say something wrong against God's will. Thank you very much for listening and keep safe, everyone.
所以今日暗暝真感谢天恩师弟，互伊的一个机会。若是伫咧讲的时阵有啥物讲毋对的所在，阮请即个各位先辈原谅，交各位点传师体谅。今日暗暝学习到这结束了。请蔡点传师讲一个结语。
好，谢谢。好
Thank you very much.
，Thank you。各位道亲好暗暝。
阿弥。
阿弥。
好，今仔日有声音无？天文书记，感谢总师皇族，感谢师尊师表大德，感谢老tiền人甲各位点传师慈悲栽培。那么，更加感谢酒点传师甲电点传师慈悲咧会当原谅吼阮四个人吼，今仔暗暝压阵，因为四个人爱参加一个台湾的迄个Zoom的法会。来，宣传，请你翻译。
Good evening, everybody. We are very blessed that tonight we can still be with you tonight because the four of us, so Tian Chuan Si, Cai Tian Chuan Si, Sister Lucy, and myself were joining a Zoom Fa Hui, a Zoom seminar of our Taiwan temple in Taiwan through Zoom, and we were attending the Fa Hui from this morning until about around 8:30 tonight, and we are happy that we can still catch up with everyone.
那么有今仔日这个忽然间发生的情形吼，虽然咱四个无伫的，但是咱嘛有法度对这个拜五这个班安尼甲伊圆满起来，可见每一个人要好好修道，拢做会到。
So we are so happy that even though that we're absent tonight, the four of us, but still our Zoom meeting tonight was a success. And it just shows that if we can all cooperate and work together, our cultivation will never stop.
咱其实咱每一个人本性拢对上天遐来，咱嘛一定有法度用咱的本性，好好甲伊表现出来，好好讲一篇感动人的道理。
So we all know that our true self, our real self, were given to us, and it came from heaven. So we have to show off our true self and to use it to affect or help other people to cultivate.
那么唔通讲我袂晓说咱人话还是讲我袂晓听英文就惊遐个等，其实咱拢做会到。
So we should not fear that some of us will say that we do not speak Chinese, or some will say we do not speak English. So that will become a hinder for in our cultivation. That should not be something that will stop our cultivation.
顶礼拜五 甲今仔日伫台湾迄个法会，当我讲一句吼 ，Nike 的迄个迄个广告的话 ，Just do it。
So today, during our holy seminar,
顶礼拜五，上个礼拜五。
last Friday, during our lecture, there was a term that was used by the Nike, their term that they always have in their logo, the "Just Do It."
啊，那么其实 Just do it 这句话吼，头一个讲的并唔是 Nike， 是靠政府。
But do you know, everybody, that the first one who used the term "Just Do It" was not Nike, because long before Nike used this term, our Cai Qianpei already has said this to us.
哦，我有时阵咧想，我有时阵咧想吼，应该推蔡政府，推迄个智慧财产权，还有啊，是啊，对，伊嘛是讲差不多啊，是讲迄个英文咯，哦。
So our Tianchuansi was thinking that maybe we should ask for royalty from Nike for that term.
因为吼，每一摆吼，咱若要做啥物，要做啥物款道务吼的时阵吼，人问前辈，讲啊，你去做就对了啦，你去做就对了啦 ，just do it 啦。
So every time there were some Tao assignments or Tao missions, they were always just telling us that you just do it, do it. Do not think much, just do it.
哦，你若去做，上帝一定会安排较好势好势啦。
Because if you try your very best to do it, our Heavenly Mother will every time will always give out their help to us.
啊，经过3-40年来吼，那么这句话吼讲起来是哦，已经变成的吼无变的真理咯。
20 years of using the term, it has become something that is proven and true.
啊，那么现在今仔暗暝咧，无啥物通讲补充啥物，干那希望讲利用今仔即个阮缺失即个即个代志咧，咧鼓励大家希望下摆家己会主动的举手讲，电传师啊，还是助理啊，是毋是会当安排我来讲道理？
So tonight, our Tianchuansi has nothing more to add to our lecture, but the fact that even though that our Tianchuansi was absent and our Lucy Zuli was also absent, but still the lecture went through very smoothly. So this is something that will encourage every one of us that nothing is impossible, and we just hope that in the future somebody will just be prepared enough and just have to raise their hands and volunteer that to our Tianchuansi that he or she will be a lecturer for the next meeting.
过来第二项代志咧，伫个即个吼咱互人互即个 COVID-19 吼关起来即个点钟咧，确实来讲吼是一个真好的练习经典的时阵。
So this time when we are still all under a semi-lockdown, it is in fact a very good time for every one of us to start studying and reading and understanding our Holy Sutras.
咱修道的人吼有3项物件，咱袂做离开的。
There are 3 things that we, the cultivators, cannot live without.
一个就是道义佛堂，
One is our temple.
第2个就是经典，
2, our Holy Sutras.
第3就是善知识啦，真人啦、点传书啦、道亲，咱袂做离开的。
Number 3, we cannot leave our good knowledge. These are the people who can share with us good knowledge, our Tianchuansi, our co-cultivators, and our seniors.
那么既然吼，咱即马大部分的自由无去啊，咱哪唔安静来学即款经典呢？
So during this time when we are not really free to go out, so why not use this time to really study and learn the sutras?
所以吼， 顶面遮吼，甲大家吼，甲大家offer 一个机会啦吼。那么这个COVID-19 的时阵呢，因为吼要教电经理的千金 Brenda 读语的经，读迄个清大经，阮就读，读到尾啊咧，和卡门甲卡门的查某孙仔入来读经。
So during this time, Arte and Transu would like to encourage and offer everyone, because during this pandemic, Arte and Transu has been trying to teach Brenda, the daughter of Arte and Transu in Cebu, to memorize the Ting Tan Ting, and also to learn to memorize also the Mila Tan Ting. And as they went on, even Carmen and her niece were also joining, and they were all already on the process of memorizing the Mila Tan Ting.
经过安尼，经过安尼几礼拜，人伊嘛甲迄个清大经啊、闽的经学甲足好诶。虽然无 face to face 啊，嘛是学甲真好。
So even though there is no chance for them to meet face to face, and to teach them how to memorize the Ting Tan Ting and also the Mila Tan Ting, they were having a very good progress.
所以咱若各位道亲若无去学学较含慢的，学较金番人咱各位道亲会私底下甲学较说，那么学较会做安排，学较会点睛，甲各位道亲做伙读经。
So if any one of us who are interested to also learn and to ask our Tian Transis to have some time to lead us in our memorizing and also in the pronunciation, we can always approach her privately, and we can arrange a time for that.
每一工半点钟就好，也是20分钟就好，短短啊学一工一工学，一定互咱学甲会晓。别咯是国语。
So if we are trying to learn, our Tian Transi will teach us each day, or we can make a schedule, and it will not be so long. So every session will take around 20 to 30 minutes, but it's going to be in Mandarin.
那么今仔日咱的开班就到这做一个段落吼。祝福各位道亲大家吼平安平安就是好。出去外口，大家爱真注意吼，一定要戴口罩。上好咧，也是莫出门。
So our lecture will stop now, and our Tian Transi wanted to wish us and that we will all be blessed with safety, and that reminding us that when we go out, we should take precaution in using our mask and also observing distancing.
今仔日班就到这，祝福各位道亲大家平安就是好。后礼拜咱就请宣传助理甲咱主编。
宣传是下礼拜是秋怡助理。
秋怡助理哦，下礼拜请秋怡助理甲咱主编。
So wish everyone with safety and happiness, and next week we will have our sister Cho Yi 助理 with us to conduct the lecture.
咱来时间。